Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Josie's Point of View, where we focus on human interest stories from the Carolinas and beyond. Today is Wednesday and it's December the 31st, 2025. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new to my channel, I want to thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you find the information here to be informative. And if you're a returning viewer, by all means, thank you for coming back. You know, I always say the tide changes so frequently here on these YouTube streets. So you always have to acknowledge where your support comes from. And I want you to know I sincerely thank you for your support. So feel free to like and to share this video. And don't forget to subscribe. And our story today is coming out of Fort Bragg here in North Carolina. Take a look at the headline. And it reads, another Fort Bragg soldier dies in a motorcycle accident. I'll provide you with a summary here, and I'll identify some of my sources for you in the description box. Sadly, we are reporting on the death of yet another Fort Bragg paratrooper to die in a motorcycle accident, and this is the second motorcycle death we are reporting in a 30-day period. The most recent death took place on December 19, 2025. According to the Fayetteville, North Carolina Police Department, the accident happened in the middle of the day on a busy road close to Fort Bragg, and it involved three vehicles. It was reported that the motorcyclist was attempting to pass several vehicles in the center turn lane when he encountered a Ford truck that was turning left at an intersection. Reports say the motorcyclist swerved into oncoming traffic but collided with the left rear of the truck. The impact threw him off the motorcycle and he was struck by a third vehicle. Unfortunately, his injuries were quite severe and he was pronounced deceased at the scene. Police later identified the deceased motorcyclist as 20-year-old Army Specialist Aaron Aguero, a paratrooper assigned to Fort Bragg. Now, there were several reported motorcycle-related deaths from Fort Bragg soldiers in 2025. Some of them I was able to do a video on, others I wasn't for various reasons, such as traveling or when I had surgery. But I do track that information and I do keep it for my records. And this is what I've been able to pull out of my archives. On May the 4th, you had Specialist Tavian Johnson. He died in a high-speed motorcycle crash on Pamley Drive. That was on May the 4th. And then you had on June the 11th, you had First Lieutenant Tristan Smith. He was killed when his motorcycle collided with a car at the intersection of Rayford Road and All-American Freeway. You had Specialist Antonio Top. He died in early September when his motorcycle collided with a school bus. We spoke about Specialist Jackson Coram. He died in late November. And then again, you have in the middle of December, you have Specialist Aguero, who we are focusing on right now. Now, it's possible there is another soldier, but I don't have that information. I don't seem to find it, but I think there may have been. And if I get a hold of it, what I'll do, I'll add that information in my description box just to make sure I'm not leaving anyone out. Now, Fort Bragg did not release any information about the deceased paratrooper, and the earliest information available was a result of his friends and their efforts to pay tribute to him. And yesterday, which was December the 30th, I was able to locate a bit more information from his hometown. And that's just a brief summary. I'm sure more information will be posted in the upcoming days. But it was revealed that Specialist Aguera was assigned to the 3rd Brigade, 1st Battalion, 508 Parachute Infantry Regiment at Fort Bragg. A native of Morris Chapel, Tennessee, he graduated from high school in 2023 and then he entered the Army. So it appears that Fort Bragg was his only assignment after basic and his AIT. Now his friends have established a personal tribute to him, and it stands on Yadkin Road, close to the location of of the crash site. Thanks, Paige, and thanks to the Friends of Aaron for doing this. Was such a wonderful thing to do. I also saw a few tributes on Facebook. I saw one on Instagram, and I'm not sure if there's anything on TikTok. I'm not a TikTok person. And then I searched his hometown for news reports. I didn't find any news article, but I did find a brief obituary. It's probably not the official one, but it was posted on the 30th of December, and it did provide some basic information about his funeral plans. And Specialist Aguirre is survived by his parents, a sister, and a brother, all of Morris Chapel in Tennessee, and his funeral service will be held in Decaturville, Tennessee at 2 p.m. on Saturday, January the 10th. Now, there are two visitations that are scheduled. One is going to be the evening of the 9th from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. and then on the 10th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and then his funeral begins at 2 p.m. and the services are being coordinated through Reach Chapel in Decaturville, Tennessee. And then he'll be buried with full military honors. And so another brave warrior has completed his journey. There's so many things we may not understand, but we must accept that this was all part of a greater plan. We send condolences to his family and friends in Tennessee and also to his military family here at Fort Bragg, who are also mourning his loss. Army Specialist Aaron Isaac Aguirre, your mission is finally completed. So rest well, my friend, and thank you for your service. And that's all I have for you right now, but feel free to leave me a comment below and let me know what you think about this video, and by all means, feel free to like it and to share it. And if you haven't done so already, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel by clicking on that red subscribe button. It's on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. And if you click on the bell that looks like just like this one, that's the notification bell. If you click on that notification bell, you'll be the first to know whenever a new video is uploaded. I thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.